Hey, I'm Wayne Hu. This is the VC Taxi, where founders can pitch me and get real-time feedback on their ideas. Let's go for a ride.
I'm Carissa.
Carissa,
So good to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. Welcome. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. We are gamifying kindness with AI. Yeah, so we're not just preaching about kindness, but we're actually weaving it into play. Because what we know is that video games have really transcended those old stereotypes to become mainstream. And so when we think about, the fact that 84% of internet users play games, we've seen a 30% increase in household gameplay per week in just the last 3 years. So gaming has really become this modern day gathering place, right? We go there to find companionship, to explore the extraordinary self. And so when we think about that, we can think about the fact that we're not just building a game, we're meeting people where they are and leveraging this latest trend of gaming as a distribution channel. Because the resonance of our characters, who I'd love to introduce you to.
So cute.
Yeah, they're super cute. Everybody melts on contact. And so the resonance of our characters really creates network effects, fandom, loyalty. And so we can think about this IP helping us create the next Disney for an era of agency, empathy, and play. Because when we look at the market, we actually know the market's ready for this. Cozy gaming alone has a TAM of nearly $1 billion. Indie gaming studios that can use our technology, it's about $4.85 billion. But when you look at the global ecosystem of Disney entertainment and media, it sits at $2.9 trillion, projected to increase by 20% in the next 5 years. And so what we know is that agentic NPCs will soon become table stakes. Everyone's going to see them in their games, but no one has yet done this successfully in a way that's really fun. So we have a short window to really lead this revolution of technology and storytelling.
Yep.
What differentiates our NPCs, you might be wondering, is the fact that they are kind. They're not subordinate. So they really form relationships of depth and emotional intelligence, not just this echo chamber validation that we're seeing in a lot of other agents. And so we can not just entertain players, but we can really offer reflection, connection, and challenge people to grow.
Is the connection to the Disney type analogy? I guess my interpretation is you place sort of the design and the IP of the characters and what you're building at a premium. Is that fair?
That's one option. Yes, absolutely. So we have a lot of characters, a lot of agents that are already, free to play basically because we're designing for mobile, for iOS. And so there will be a lot of in-app purchases where you can design your own character. You can dress your character, dress your avatar. So there are a lot of opportunities with that. And then there's also the merchandising play that's going to help us. It's kind of merchandising as marketing. It's going to help us with brand awareness, brand loyalty, and building hype for the game because the game's going to take a little while. We're in like a closed alpha right now. The game will take a while to officially launch. So right now we're really looking at social commerce plays. Our first plushie is going to arrive in just a few days. Super excited about that. We've got things like marshmallows, these stickers, and so we're partnering in fashion. There's all kinds of opportunities to really connect to the emotional depth of the brand.
Yeah. Very cool. By the way, does this little guy have a name?
He sure does. His name's Glimmerpuff.
Glimmerpuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. How did you? Curious on kind of your design principles. How you thought about, when you're trying to build the emotional resonance. How you thought about everything from the look, the feel, the voice, the way that I assume your agents are going to respond, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long process. So I have my co-founder who's not here with us today. He's been slowly building up this play for the last 15 years or so, really recognizing that gaming is a beautiful storytelling medium. And so when we think about the stories that we're hearing, from the media, from around us, the conditioning that we undergo as we grow up, there's an opportunity to really infuse these stories about kindness and, let's say shatter the paradigm that you need to be ruthless to succeed or make money. You might have heard the joke about the fish swimming in water, and one of them says like, oh, the water's cold today, and the other one says, what water, right? So it's really about planting seeds of kindness to help people wake up to the water that we're swimming in.
I think, I love this notion that, there's room in the market for something that can generate more empathy and positivity. I think that's probably the one quality that the world always needs more of. I think there's something to be found in the design principle of the games that balance creating sort of the kind of addicting behavior, if you will, that a lot of games are optimized for, and when it comes to maximizing engagement, to something, to your point, that actually stands for positivity and wellness and so forth. And so I think a lot of the devil's in the details, and in how you get there. And it sounds like you're kind of being very very fine grained and data led with the insights of how you're making every little design choice. So to me this is unpaved territory, but obviously something that I would very much love to see in the world, and something that I hope for all of our sake it becomes massive.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I love that you brought up kind of those dopamine loops, right? Those addiction metrics. That is absolutely something that we're looking at. We're really focusing more on like serotonin and oxytocin. It's like, rather than getting away from evolutionary biology altogether, it's like, how do we optimize for the hormones that incentivize us to be kind and to create community? So I love that you brought that up. Interesting.
Yeah. How amazing would that be if you could create an engagement loop around that versus dopamine hits? That would be super cool.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. I would love to hear more as you kind of. It sounds like you're kind of very heads down right now in product building. But as you learn more, some of the learnings you had around who resonates more with 2D versus more richer 3D is fascinating. But we'd love to hear more as you build out and learn more about how you actually walk that tightrope.
Amazing. I'd love to share.
Yeah.
Thanks
cool.
so much.
Awesome. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Great meeting you,
Thanks
Carissa.
so much. So good to meet you. Want some marshmallows?
I would love one, actually. Yes. You wouldn't mind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will share with.
I was gonna say you can have them, share them with kids, whatever you want to do. Amazing. I will tell.
Amazing.
Amazing. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it. You too.
SignalFire is the OG AI VC. We are a firm built like a tech company, powered by Beacon, our AI data platform. We help founders hire faster, grow smarter, and find real customers. We invest from seed through Series B across AI, healthcare, security, and more. SignalFire has offices in San Francisco and New York. Venture capital engineered to ignite your growth. Learn more at signalfire.com.